Hello there friends, it's Ashley here from the Loopy Lamb and theloopylamb.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make our Advent calendar for our Amigurumi Advent Calendar crochet along. And I do want to start off by saying that you can either buy the materials that I'm using and duplicate what I'm doing, or you can make your own boxes. But I did opt to purchase these sets from Amazon, which does make it a little quicker and easier. So again, that's totally up to you how you would like to do it, but this is what I'm going to be showing you with today. So if you're ready to get started, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to this channel. This channel is updated weekly, and if you enjoy free crochet patterns, please check out my blog, theloopylamb.com. So as I was saying, I did get these boxes from Amazon. These are 2.7-inch square Advent calendar boxes. And if you just go to Amazon, you can just search DIY Advent Calendar, or I'll also include the link in the description box below that to the exact boxes that I purchased here. Now, I've already assembled some of mine, and I'll show you how mine came. So they just came in this box with this highly crinkly paper, but I'll pull them out, and there are two different styles that I had purchased. So what I have here is, these are just generic Christmas boxes. They're all different prints, and they came with a set of stickers. So I can choose where the number will go on my box for my Advent calendar. And this was the second set of boxes that I purchased, because the first set that I purchased was a set that looks like this. I really liked this set because all of the boxes looked more cohesive, a little more polished to me, and they had the numbers already printed on them. Now, the problem I had with these boxes was that they all open on the bottom, and the number is on the front. That would be fine if I were to take my boxes and, say, glue them onto a strip of ribbon, and the bottoms weren't touching. But the configuration that I chose in order to make one solid unit for my Advent calendar, that wasn't going to work. So I bought this other set, and because the numbers come as stickers, I can put the numbers wherever I want them to be. And so I'm going to choose to have my boxes either open up like this, or they'll open down. So then I will be putting the stickers on the top flap of the box. Now, if you haven't done anything like this before, I'll show you very quickly how to assemble the boxes that come in one of these DIY Advent Calendar kits. So they'll come flat like this. And you're just going to want to pop them out. Then I like to start with the bottom. You're going to fold the two flaps down in towards the middle. Then fold this one that looks like a half an H here. Fold that down. And then you're going to fold this one with the tag on it. You're going to put that tab in underneath the center of that flap, and now you've got a flat bottom. Then you'll hold it up, fold the flaps down, then the tab of the opening down, and then you'll just close your box up. And there you go, you've got your box. And like I said, I'm just going to put my number on it, but I'm going to do that at the end. So I'm going to pause the video now, and I'm going to assemble all my boxes. I have a hot glue gun and some glue off to the side here, and I'm going to be gluing my boxes together to create one large Advent calendar box. You can do this in a variety of configurations. If you Google DIY Advent Calendar, you'll find that people can get really creative with the way that they put them together. I've seen people make Christmas trees. Like I mentioned earlier, some people put them on ribbons and hang them on the walls. It really depends on your space and what you're comfortable with. And you can feel free to decorate this however you'd like. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to get my boxes ready, and I'll come back and show you how I'm going to put mine together. All right, I am back. I'm surrounded by boxes, and just to make it easier for me, I've sorted all of my boxes into colors. And for this particular set I bought, I have 6 of each color. They all have different prints, but there's like 6 green and white boxes, 6 gold and white, 6 red and white, and 6 white with red and or green. So they're all sorted because I am going to try and make it look a little bit more cohesive when I put it all together. And just as a heads up, don't do this if you've done your nails today, because these boxes are not friendly. Just totally messed up my nails. But that's okay. It happens. And we're ready to craft. So like I said before, I have my hot glue gun ready to go on the side, and all that's left now is to glue them together. So I think I'm going to start with the gold on the bottom. And again, I'm going to just take a moment to make sure that all of my boxes are opening the same way. You don't have to do that, but that's my preference. So I'm going to just make sure that my boxes are going to open essentially from the top and open down like that. Okay, and I'm going to put them all the same colors in one row. Okay, so I'm going to start, like I said, with the gold. So you can do this in any configuration that you want. My initial plan was I'm going to do 4 rows of 5 and 1 row of 4. Alternatively, you can also do 4 rows of 6. Okay, so I'm going to do the 5 just because I want to be a little taller. So all I'm going to do now is take my glue. I'm going to do one last check and make sure that all of my boxes are opening along the same lines. And then I'm just going to be very generous with the hot glue all around the outside here. All right, that looks good. And then I'm going to take the other side of the box, line them up the best that I can, and kind of just push them together. So if I want to make sure that I'm getting a super tight seal on that, I can open the boxes up like so. You can put your hands on the inside of the boxes like this. Just be careful because it is hot, and just push them together so you get a really good tight seal. All right, and I'm just going to hold that for one more minute here. Okay, and when I'm sure that I have a good seal, I'll move on to the next. Now, at the end, if you're feeling like yours is a little flimsy, you can cut a piece of cardboard or plastic canvas or even wood if you'd prefer to glue all the backs of your boxes onto, so it's really stable. But I haven't really had any issues with that, and these boxes are going to be relatively full, so I don't see us having any issues. So I'm going to move on to my next box here. Again, if you're doing what I'm doing, putting your hands inside the box, just please be careful not to burn yourself. All right, so I'm going to continue doing this. Like I said, I'm going to do 5 boxes across. And so I'll have several rows of 5 and then 1 row of 4 at the end. But you do what works best for you. So if you'd like to pause your video and come back to me, I'll show you what it's like when we have it all put together. And I'll be right back. I'm just on my second row here, and I wanted to pop in just to show you how to start your second and subsequent rows. I have placed glue on the top of my first box here. Again, I'm going to make sure that my box is opening in the same direction, and I'm just going to place it on top, directly on top here. Again, I find it easier if I just put my hands inside the boxes and kind of push them together to make sure I have a good even seal. Now for the next box and each subsequent box that I'll be doing, I'll need to glue at least 2 sides. So for this next box, I will have to glue this side here and the bottom or the top of this next box. So we'll be gluing at least 2 sides here and here for every subsequent box that we're doing. If you're going to be staggering your boxes or doing a different shape, you might have to glue more than that. But for our purposes here, if you're following along and doing the same shape that I am, which is just a big rectangle, you won't need to worry about that. Oh, and I'm already running out of glue, so make sure that if you're doing this, you've got plenty of hot glue sticks around. So now I've got that glue. I just want to make sure I've got that nice, oops, see, I don't have that straight, so I'm going to kind of push that around until it's nice and even. And just try to get a good seal on both sides. All right, so this is what we've got so far. And I'm just going to keep going. All right, so you can go ahead and pause it and I'll check back with you once I'm at the end. All right, so I have my finished Advent calendar here. Well, almost finished. It's assembled and it's really solid. Don't cheap out on the glue. Be very generous in how you apply it, and it should be definitely sturdy enough on its own. You can see here my boxes became a little unaligned and the edge is sticking out on the one side, but really I'm not overly concerned about it. If that does happen, what you can do is you can get a wide ribbon and you can wrap it all the way around your box, and it'll kind of help give it a more visually even appearance. And you can also tie it at the top with a big bow and kind of give it a little bit more pizzazz. So all I've got left to do is apply my stickers, and I'm torn between if I should do them in order from bottom to top, or if I want to go up and around in a pattern like this. The Advent calendars that my kids normally get, the numbers are all over the place so they can look for it, but I don't think that my OCD will let me do that. I need it to be a little more organized than that. So apply your stickers however you'd like. I'm just going to put mine on the front, in the center, like that. And then I'll just work my way around. And like I said, if you want to decorate it, you have stickers. If this isn't really going to be a surprise for your kids, then you could even have them participate and decorate it. And if the kids are careful with it, they could use this box more than once, year after year, for different things. If you wanted to make different things to refill it, or even just fill it with candy or different things in subsequent years. So just have fun with it and make it your own. And I really hope that you enjoy customizing it and making your own DIY Advent calendar for our Amigurumi Crochet Along. So if you haven't already taken a look, the schedule is live over on the blog, theloopylamb.com, which has all of the release dates for all of the pattern for the Crochet Along. And there's also some details on a printable PDF that you can get for the first couple of patterns that will be available on the 14th of January. So that's it for me today, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to help you in any way that I can. And if you like this video, please hit that like button and please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Happy hooking, and I'll see you next time.